Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a super festive holiday look, and this is what I came up with. This was all using the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, and I'm sorry for those of you who may be tired of seeing that palette, but it's just so versatile. You can do natural looks, glam looks, and that's just what I wanted to use. So today I just created a super glam Christmas look using greens and golds out of the palette, and I love how it turned out. I really didn't know what I was doing when I got started. I just kind of had something in mind, and I figured I would just kind of go for it, and this is what I came up with. So I hope that you guys enjoy, and if you want to see how I came up with this look, then just stay tuned. Okay, so I've already got my eyebrows on, and my eyelids are already primed with concealer, and they've already been set with a loose translucent powder. So I am going to go ahead and just dive right on in. We're going to put some tape on. We're going to go ahead and jump in, and I'm just going to get a big fluffy brush. This is a Morphe E23, and we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette again today. And just like before, we're going to take these two shades right here at the top, and we're just going to work both of those into the crease. Morphe M441 brush, and we are going to go in with this shade right here. And we're going to go right below that transition shade that we just put down. Okay, now for the fun part. We are going to take a Morphe M573, and we're going to dive right into this dark green forest. It's like a forest green. Make sure you tap off your excess, and we are going to go right here on the outer corner, keeping that lower, and we're just going to buff that in. And when you're working with dark colors like this, you want to start with less is more, and then just build it up, and you want to take your time blending. You can't expect it to look really, really good right at the beginning. You're going to have to kind of work at it. And then now I'm going to go in the inner corner with that same shade. Now we're going to start connecting those two right through the crease, keeping that low, making sure that we diffuse it and blend it. Okay, so right now it looks super muddy, super messy, but that's okay. We have a lot more to do. It really is easier than it looks. It's just several different steps to get where we want to be. So don't let it intimidate you. I promise it's not as hard as it looks. So now what I'm going to do is take a flat shader brush. This is a Morphe M224, and we're going to go in with this gold shade right here, and we're going to put that right in the center of the lid. I get some of that on my brush, and I'm going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus. Oh yeah, I've got lots of fallout. That's okay.
We're going to put that right in the middle. We're not going too high, taking it too far into the crease. Okay.
So we have lost that original transition shade, well, this bright kind of mustardy shade right here. We've kind of lost that now that we've added all the dark colors. So I'm going to go back in with that same brush, and I'm just going to kind of lightly go right above that green, kind of add that back into it. Kind of start blending everything together. I'm going to go back in. Work on that green just a little bit. Blend it out with that gold. I have gold all over my face. I'm going to then go on an M332 brush by Morphe. I'm going to pick up this dark brown shade. Just a little bit, and we're just going to lightly put that on the outer corner. Just a little bit. We're not putting much. Just to kind of clean things up and add a little bit of dimension. Okay. We're not completed with the eyes yet, but I'm going to go ahead and take this off. I'm going to go clean up all of the fallout off of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we're kind of cleaned up a little bit, I was debating on doing this, and I think I'm going to. I'm going to put some of the Urban Decay's Heavy Metal liquid liner in Midnight Cowboy. I'm going to put this right on top of the gold that we put down in the center of the lid, just to give it a little bit more something. Yep, that's what I wanted. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go in and moisturize my face before I put any foundation on. I'm just taking the Clinique, what is this? It just says Clinique. It's just this little baby. I just keep this in here. I have way too much on. Okay, for foundation today, I'm going to go back in with the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous in the shade 105. This is one of my favorites. It just gives me such a good finish. I've got a damp beauty blender. I'm just going to put that all over the face. So now that we've got our foundation on, I'm going to go in with some concealer. There we go. And then I'm going to also mix in just a little bit of the ColourPop concealer. Mine's in the shade Light Neutral 15. And then we'll go ahead and use that same sponge and blend all that out. Now that we're done with concealer, I'm gonna set everything we just put down. I'm using the RCMA original no color powder, which I think I used in my last video. Put that right underneath where we put all that concealer.
Excuse me.
Okay. So now that we've got our foundation, concealer, and under eye powder on, I'm going to go ahead and finish the lower lash line before we finish the face. I'm going to take, I think this is just an e.l.f., yeah, blending eye brush. Just a little e.l.f. brush. And I'm just going to go in, mix those two really quick. Run that right along the lower lash line. And we're going to take that same M441 and we're just going to get a little bit of this, not a lot. Okay, and then now I'm going to go in on a Morphe M332 brush and I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that green. And I'm going to keep this on the outer corner. Just the outer corner. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of that gold and run that more on the first half of the lower lash line. I don't want it too pigmented, I just want a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the eyes, put on some mascara and some false lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have put on lashes, mascara, and eyeliner, and I went ahead and did a brow bone highlight and an inner corner highlight, and I used all that out of the Jaclyn Hill palette, so everything on my eyes is from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face, so I'm gonna go in with the Lorac Pro Contour palette on a Real Techniques brush, and I'm using this the lightest shade in this palette. And we're just gonna do a little bit of contouring. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and go in with bronzer. And again, I'm going to use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. One of my absolute favorites. And now for blush, I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild blush, and I don't have the information. I don't know what, I've had this a while. I don't know what actual shade this is, but I'll see if I can find it and link that below. But Wet n Wild has really, really good affordable blushes. Okay. And then now we're going to go on to highlight, and I'm going to use the Smashbox Spotlight Palette in Pearl. This was the collab that Casey Holmes did with Smashbox, and I'm going to use just this first shade today. I love this palette. There's one in Pearl and one in Gold. I don't have the gold palette, but I really, really like this highlighter. I don't want to do too much since we have so much going on with the eyes. And same with the lip. I don't want to do, I don't want to do too much of a bold lip, but you could do whatever you want. I think a red would look really, really pretty with this, but I'm going to go in with just a nude shade. This is a Sephora Pro cream lip stain, and mine's in the shade 33. Okay, so I think that's it. I just want to go ahead and set this down with some MAC Fix Plus. I like to keep that on the outer portions of my face just so I can keep my T-zone a little bit more matte. But I think that's it. I think it turned out pretty good. It's definitely what I had in mind. I love it. I think it's just a really good Christmas festive eye look. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a great day. Go ahead and subscribe before you guys leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.